Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kentucky's offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He's looking to throw it right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Moves around to clear up the vision. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
1st down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Pulls it and fires to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Finds a crease at the 20, and the ball slipped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
How about the turn of events when you're about to give up points? Not only do I take the football away, by God, I almost put this thing in the house, almost return it back. Dude, chewing up grass, great blocking out in front, did everything right except for score the touchdown. Now offense, you go do it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Rebels! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't miss. He's looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. The AT unit on the field. right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The sure hands, it's Lewis. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Galladay. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Quickly complete.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Makes the grab down the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inch it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think of it.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Got it past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and we're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. When you need a 1st down, you run the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Lets it fly. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. Open runway ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, he coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure to do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up third down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Kentucky offense will take over first and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if afterburner's coming. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll try to get the edge on the left. At the 45 on its way. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Louisiana Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. You have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
And they got him for the sack. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. Fair catch called for and made. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You've got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Ole Miss, 28.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Rebel! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Got it inside the 15. Hit the afterburners, kid. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
On the move. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes the connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Rebels are on the move.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Up-tempo for the offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, is they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Nice
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. We need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Finds a crease at the 20.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will quickly use the timeout. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now adjusting. It's complete to the right. And stampeding through the defense. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Ball is free. He picks it up, still on his feet. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators